San Antonio. This is Rob for the MetalWorks. Yes, today we are here at the Rob's MetalWorks headquarters, and it brings me great pleasure to welcome a true legend, a true innovator. I have with me none other than the man, Mr. ALEX SKOLNIK of the ALEX SKOLNIK Trio, and of course of Bay Area legends Testament. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing great, Rob. Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
It's so great to have you back on the program again, and especially here at the Casa, man. Thank you so much for your time and your efforts in getting out here and giving us this interview for all our viewers out there.
Thank you, man. It's good to be back in San Antonio, and we just did South by Southwest in Austin, and last time we were here was 3 years ago, and a lot has happened since then. And we have a new album, Last Day in Paradise, which we're promoting. And Testament has a new album coming out at the end of next month, and lots going on. It's a good time.
We're going to talk about all the good things, definitely. Let's talk. I want to start off with ALEX SKOLNIK Trio because that is the reason you're here, and we're glad to have had a part in getting you to play this evening here in the Alamo City. Let's talk about the Last Day in Paradise. I think much has been said already about this being kind of a new shade of the ALEX SKOLNIK Trio. You implemented some new things in the recording of your third release, so explain a little bit about that for the fans who have not yet heard the record.
Okay, well, those of you who are familiar with us already may know that we do, we're kind of like a modern jazz band for metalheads. Obviously, I come from metal. I took a few years to just do jazz. And when I did my first jazz records, I started doing songs by Scorpions, Ozzy, Black Sabbath, and Kiss. And gradually, we've been doing originals, which reflect these interests. And we're trying to bring, we're trying to play jazz as well as we can, but not hide the fact that we love metal as well. And I think that's most obvious in our new song, Western Sabbath Stomp, which is like kind of a tribute to Sabbath. It's a riff that sounds very Sabbath-like, but with kind of a blues slide feel. And we have a couple other songs that there's a song called Mercury Retrograde, which is an original where there's like a big vocal part that we all sing, but it's a very high energy song. And then the title track, Last Day in Paradise, is kind of a very haunting original piece. And the new album is mostly originals. It's about 70% originals. And we do have our treatments of rock songs. We have an arrangement of a Testament song, Practice What You Preach.
I was very pleasantly surprised to see that in there. The arrangement of the Latin arrangement of Practice What You Preach.
That's right. We call it Practica lo que predicas. Yeah, okay. We're huge fans of Latin jazz, and that was the one song that seemed to fit, and it seemed to fit that style.
Let's just right quick as we talk about the trio, generally in a broad perspective. Do you kind of feel now, I mean, looking at this video, your new video, which you people will see this evening for the Western Sabbath, seems like the trio is transitioning a little bit now. You guys are kind of taking it, I guess, I don't want to say away from the jazz, but kind of implementing more things into the jazz, that more heavier side of that's really at the root of where all of you guys started, I would say.
Yeah, well, I kind of felt like when we did the first album, Goodbye to Romance, I needed to prove I could play jazz. And that record was basically done as a real jazz guitar trio album, in the way a lot of jazz guitar trio albums are done, and piano trio albums. It's just, these three instruments, not many differences within the sounds, and we're kind of at the point like we feel like we've done that, and even though that's the core of our sound, we're ready to bring in different elements.
You mentioned earlier you were at the South by Southwest this weekend, and obviously you're taking the trio show all around the country. What's the reception been like? I mean, I know that people even now, even though you've been doing the trio for a little while, that people are still catching on to what you're doing.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of musicians that come. one of the things I've always wanted to do is do instrumental music that isn't just for musicians. And it's nice because, musicians bring their girlfriends or a friend that doesn't necessarily play music and understand music on that level, and they get it. They really like it. There's a lot of metalheads that come because they know me from Testament, and they're pleasantly surprised that they can actually sit and just listen to music and have this experience of listening to improvisation, and it's exciting. And yeah, there's the big curiosity factor. Alex Skolnick doing jazz, that whole idea, it's still new to a lot of people. And then we're getting a lot of fans that didn't even know me from Testament. There's fans that have just discovered the trio, and it's definitely growing. It's been really exciting to watch where this is going.
What do you think about videos? I mean, obviously, would you consider doing more? Do you like the production work of it and the aspect of doing the editing and different types and things like that?
Not really. No, I've never really enjoyed it, to be honest. The Western Sabbath video was fun because we got out of our van. We were on tour last year, and we found a swamp in the Mississippi Delta, which just seemed to have the right look for the song. And we ended up getting chased off of the property by a guy with a rifle.
Obviously, the trio work is very fulfilling for you as a musician, and of course, and I think when we last spoke, you shared with me candidly that you're a frustrated musician at that point, and you really wanted just to broaden your scope there. Do you foresee the trio always being part of your repertoire, something that you're always gonna love and be involved with? Or do you think maybe there'll come a time, or maybe if you're having even feelings or thoughts right now that there's other aspects or other transitions that you'll make in the future?
I would like it to be there. I don't know. The trio, one of the things that's so beautiful about it was never planned. When I was younger, I said, all right, I'm going to start a rock band or I'm going to join a rock band. I tried to start one. It didn't work out. So I joined one, and it was called Testament. The trio really came organically. I met these guys, and it just felt right. And let's take this out. Let's present this to the world. This feels great, and it's been a great experience on that level. But I do want to do other stuff as well. I'm sure that there's gonna be other collaborations and other instrumental projects.
Alex, oh man, it's so great. It's so great to have you here. Thank you so much for giving everything to our viewers. Any last words for the people out there in San Antonio? Anything you want to share or say?
Oh, it's great to be here in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. I like big, and hope to have a big show here tonight, and hope to have many more big shows and in the future, and with the trio and with Testament and anybody else I come through with. It's always one of my favorite places to play, and thanks everyone for your support.
Alex, I hope we'll be able to do this many more times. We are huge fans of your playing, of your writing, of you as a person, man. I meet a lot of musicians and guitarists, and you're always great to have on. You're very humble, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Remember, San Antonio, you saw the man Alex Skolnick right here. The New Testament's going to come out on April 29th. Go out there and pick it up. Also, look for the ALEX SKOLNIK Trio. The latest is called Mercury Retrograde. You saw the man only right here on Rob's Metalworks.